What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon Hill, and today I'm going to show you beginners out there how you could perform live in Maschine. And we're going to build a routine from scratch and perform a little live routine just to give you some fundamentals to work with when you try to live perform. And you don't have to live perform in front of a crowd. You can just jam out and create your own live arrangements by yourself at home. So this is the beat that we're going to create here. It's a real simple beat. So let's build this from scratch. So I'm gonna do a new group, and for browser, the group we're gonna use is one that I often recommend on this channel. It's Higher Place, which gives you all these house sounds, so I highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the description. And the kit we're gonna load is called Ministry Kit, this one right here. Okay? Turn fixed velocity on, and we're going to add a clap, do it 4 to the floor. Now we have this. We'll change the BPM to 125. Let's add this clap on the 2 and the 4. Let's do this open hi-hat here. Okay. Let's work with this bass. Let's set this to minor. Okay, I think I did something like that. Let me first double this pattern so I have more space to work with here. Okay. Let me lower that a little. Okay, now we have that. And I think the last thing we're going to do for this simple beat, actually 2 more things. We're going to add this open hi-hat loop on number 8 here. Okay, so I'm going to go to step. Oh, want to make sure this is set to loop right here, and now I'll just add this. Okay, last thing, I'm gonna double this pattern, and I'm gonna add a crash on just right here. So we have this. Okay, so the first thing about performing live is that you need to build your patterns and scenes. With this one, we're just building one pattern. And when you're performing live, what I like to do as a basic beginner is I like to mute and unmute things. For example, if I'm playing this, I'll use the mute and I might do this. So this would be like a breakdown, and then I could bring things back. And then you could bring everything back at the start of the beat. Ready? Okay, so mute and unmute. As a beginner, this is how you could perform live. And one thing we're going to use is this lock button right here. And basically with lock, when I press this, it's going to lock everything that is happening right now. And then I could start to make adjustments. I could start to mute things. I could start to change the parameters of certain things. But for this, we're just going to mute. So I have this locked, and you might not be able to see it right now, but it's highlighted, it's lit up, which means it's activated. So just as an example, I'll start muting a bunch of things. Okay, so I have this, and I could press this lock button and everything will come back. See that? So what we're gonna do with this live performance demonstration, we're gonna use mute and we're gonna use lock, and we're gonna do that to play this beat, create a breakdown, and we're gonna create a drop, a build up and a drop. So what I'm gonna do here now that we have our beat is I'm going to first play the beat. I'm gonna hit lock to lock everything in right here. Then I am going to mute this kick on the 1 and the open hi-hat on the 7 and 8. So I'm going to mute those. That will create a breakdown. Then after 4 bars, I'll start to create a snare roll and freestyle with this on the 6. With my rate set to 1/16, okay? As the buildup is happening, when I get to about right here, I'm going to mute this clap. And that will mute for the last bar here. Then I'm going to press lock, and that is going to create the drop, okay? So if that was too fast, just rewind that part, and I'll also walk through it as I do it right here, okay? So let's play the beat. I'm going to hit lock, I'm gonna get my mute ready. I'm gonna mute these three. Ready? Okay, so now I have this breakdown going. I'm gonna hit note repeat, and I'm gonna freestyle on this. Okay, and I'm gonna mute this clap. It's gonna be real fast. Ready? And then lock. All right, and that is basic live performance. I think that this will be good for you if you're a beginner, because using mute and unmute is such an easy way to live perform, and then utilizing this lock button, you could create drops like I just did. If you want to look for other ways that you could live perform, if you're a little more advanced with Maschine, you could look at my other video which show you 6 ways that you could live perform in Maschine. Let me know what you think of this video and if you liked it, and I will get started on the next tutorial. So I'll see you then. Thanks.